Bitcoin, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay. If we refer to our analysis, when the price was here, we were looking for buy. And one of the things we mentioned, if we get the breakout of this, we wait for correction. All right. But as we can see, the way is correct, drop quite a lot. Okay. Because if we put our line here, this is where the price tag and reverse. And even one of the option which we call it really, I mentioned is really risky. I just leave it for the traders having entry above the top. But we mentioned within 1 or 2, maximum 3 hours is not moving. We take out the trade. Price tag 2 hours. We had the time to take out the trade. And if anyone didn't take out the trade from here, when they see this one, the reversal, because we see this correction, they had the opportunity to minimize the loss and take out the trade. Okay, by the way, now we're looking for this. We want to whether we can get any trade from here or not. All right, one thing we need to mention that when we put this one in relative to this, we have a divergence. But MACD doesn't show anything. All right, that's why when I see the breakout of the top, the breakout of here, which is 52080, when I see the divergence where we see after 1 or 2 hours is not moving, that's why we shouldn't be with this trade. We take out the trade. Okay. I know the thing is, if we want to look for, next trade, whether we should look for buy or sell. Okay. First of all, again, we refer to this. As we can see, if we put this one, based on MACD, we don't have the divergence, but if we refer to another indicators, I have a divergence, 2 different results. Mostly this one can give a better result in compared to MACD. All right. It depends how the structure can behave. Okay. Now the thing is whether we can put this one in relative to the this, that means still we have a correction similar to ETH for the next move as a running flat, because even for some other charts we have the similar, most of them they have the similar move. Okay, in that case, because the first, even if we can consider this one as a first move with the internal correction running. Okay, now we want to see whether we can get this one or not. And one thing beside that, that's mean if you want to look for buy. The another thing is in our analysis, we keep pointing of this relative to this become bigger correction for one more draw based on higher time frame. Now we want to see which one we can trade it. Okay. Anyway, in this case, we start with higher time frame, daily chart. As we can see in the daily chart, we get this down move. We want to see whether this is the start of the up move or bigger correction. What we get from here. In this case, we move to forward chart. Okay, this is what we're pointing when the price was within this move. We mentioned that maybe what we have here, we get here, and even the breakout of the top become a bigger correction for one more drop. Okay, now the thing is, if we see the price almost have broke the top, all right, which I put here, which is almost what I can see here, 52080. Okay, now the thing is whether we should look for the continuation or not. This is what we're looking for. And now we want to see whether this one can give us one more trade for buy with the breakout of the top or not. Okay, in this case, if we move to 1 hour chart, from what I can see here, maybe this one can turn to a one more drop. Okay, that means from this move, any drop we get it, we consider as a short term. Okay, if we move to 15 minutes, we want to see whether this one can give us one more drop or not. All right, and if we move to 1 hour chart, now the thing is, also we need to mention this is the only move and this is the one is going to retest this low based on what we mentioned, or we can look for buy. This is what we explain, in this analysis. For me, if we get any small correction here, any short down move will be short term. The only times we can get a good trade setup, whether from here or lower, that we get the bigger correction. Because in that case, we can look for the sharp move flag for continuation. All right, because of what we have here. But mostly we are more interested in this one as a running flat for the next move. Even as I say, still we can expect the price to drop. As long as the price haven't broke this low, still we can look for running flat. Even there is a possibility if the price drop and break this low, that time we will have the different type of the flat. But if you're looking for buy, we prefer the price reverse without breaking this low. Where is this low? If I put my line there, which we're talking about 47100, 47100. Okay, now again, if this one deeper, it can give us better reversal. If we get any buy from here, this is what we're interested, but at least we need to get the reversal and flag. But we need to know where, if we get any buy, as long as the price break the top, which is 52640, we need to start to manage, because easily price can break and reverse. It depends. Right now we cannot confirm. We need to be aware of this possibility. All it depends after, if we get any buy after we get the breakout of this top, we need to see whether there is a continuation or not. The only thing is we need to know when the price break the top, we start to manage. In case still this big move is valid. Okay. By the way, we just follow the chart. We want to see how deep this one can go. We see how we can look for trade, buy or sell, because as I explained, we have two possibility we can look for. And mostly we are more interested in the buy rather than sell. But if you want to buy, if this one become deeper, can give us a better opportunity. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any trade setup, I will share. Thanks.